welcome to another episode of GOA365 story behind the story, but this time election related. The results of Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir are almost out. Means the trends are so strong that it looks like the exit polls have got it wrong, very badly wrong again. This time to discuss this issue and to discuss what happened, what could have happened, and what could be the possible reasons why this could have happened are with us Viraj Bab Naik, our resident cephalogist, Savio Bab Kutino of the Congress, Francis Bab Coelho of AAP, and Giriraj Bab Venekar of the BJP. Viraj Bab, what is happening? Give us the latest first before we go into anything else.
So, as far as Haryana is concerned, BJP is currently leading on 50 seats. Congress is at 35. INLD is at 2, and others have 4 seats. JJP, which was there in the government last time around, has got 0, including its chief trailing. As far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, National Conference is leading on 42 seats. It is in an alliance with the Congress, which is leading on 6 seats. So total 48 out of 90 is National Conference plus Congress. BJP is leading on 29 seats, and PDP, which was there in the government last time around, just before the governor took over, is currently leading in 3 seats. Now, just to give a perspective, Haryana BJP has been in power for around 10 years. Last time around they had got 40 seats. This time the seats have gone up by 10. Congress had got 31. Now they are at 35. So an increase of 4 seats. Biggest loser is JJP. It has gone from 10 to 0. And INLD of the Chautalas has gone from 1 to 2. And it remains as a very small player. As far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, in the last assembly elections that were held in 2014, 10 years back, BJP had got 25. In this election, BJP is at 29, so increase of 4 seats. Congress was at 12. This time they are at 6, but they are in an alliance with the National Conference. National Conference was at 15. They are leading in 42 seats. PDP, which was in power last time around, has gone down from 28 to just 3 seats. So a huge drop of 25 seats, and increase of 26 seats for the National Conference. So these are the major changes that have happened.
I would just like to add one point before I go to Savio Bab, is that AAP was supposed to get some seats in Haryana, but instead it's got in Kashmir. that is something that shows. I don't know what we need to discuss this. Savio Bab, all the exit polls have gone wrong. Everything has gone wrong. I know it's early days still, but can something
the results
needs to be learned?
The results definitely are not as expected. But then there could be various factors, as you see, like the freebies also that came into effect. They had a competition with Congress, I could say, 2,100 per woman. Per woman. Then now they are going to give them cylinders at 500. The APL card holders. Then 2 lakh jobs they are promising. I don't know whether this will be fulfilled or whether this will remain as a promise as has always been done by the BJP. So these are certain factors, and secondly, even certain criminal elements who were left on parole, they were it's a fact basically that they were even campaigning for BJP. Baba Ram Rahim. These are major things that could have affected the result as such. But nevertheless, the party will have to introspect what has happened. Secondly, now the alliance not being formed with AAP, and AAP going on single, 2% vote share they have taken. It's a sizable as far as the results are concerned. because when you go to see the vote share, it appears that Congress has marginally got some plus vote share, but not the seats as compared to the BJP.
What is just 1 second, Viraj? What is the vote share of BJP and Congress? That is a little
vote share of the
As of
BJP
now, yeah.
is 39.8 and of the Congress is 39.5. So it's neck and neck. here.
Marginal.
okay.
And last time around, BJP had got 36.5 and Congress had got 28.1.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So these are the factors basically, and that may have turned the result towards the BJP. But nevertheless, the party will definitely introspect on all the reasons for this sudden this thing, like sort of change in the results that were expected, and we'll have to see how it goes for the states that are to go to elections in the near future, like Maharashtra especially.
Fair enough. I think all parties should stop believing exit polls. I think. Yeah, now Francis. What do you think?
So, there was a trend in the last 5 days of polling in Haryana that clearly indicated that all is not right with, this narrative of the Congress winning by a mile. And very few people saw that. I think the BJP is, the BJP has played this game of Jats will form the government again. Basically, what BJP did to win Haryana in the first place 2 elections back was, which was a very, very good, which was an excellent strategy. Is what they did is they said that the Jats have been ruling Haryana forever, and we need to take away that from the take away that power from the Jats and give it to the other people. So they rallied all the other castes against the Jats, and they came to power with that. They continue to play that plank this time, and they did a good job of it. They've been building it over the last 10 years, and they've continued to play that card, which is built strongly well enough. Secondly, the move to take out Khattar, everybody saw it as a useless move. Now in retrospect, it has turned out to be an excellent move, because the anti-incumbency was towards him more than it was towards the BJP in general, which they realized, which the Congress party and the other party should have realized, that they have figured it out that the anti-incumbency is towards that man more so, and they replaced Saini, which was an excellent move. If you see the election results, I haven't studied the data, but if you see all the southern Haryana, South Haryana, which is all the Gurgaon, Faridabad and those areas, the BJP has won all those seats, which the Congress was claiming that we are going to 100% slam that region. So they have got it drastically wrong. The Congress party especially has got it drastically wrong. And as far as the alliance is concerned, we were in talks. The Aam Aadmi Party and Congress were in talks. But the onus lies on the bigger party to accommodate the smaller parties and create the alliance. The onus lied with the Congress to build that alliance, which did not happen. And I think the Congress has to introspect as to how they have gone about this election. There was a sense of complacency in the Congress. Even this morning, before the results started, you had Mr. Huda saying, he was very confident, he looked very confident. But the sense on the ground, I was in Delhi, and I was actually in Gurgaon and Faridabad 10 days back. And the sense was that the Congress is flailing somewhere, it's losing ground because they haven't played it right. They had a winning horse basically, and they just haven't driven that horse right, is what is coming out of Haryana. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, we were never in the race as far as Haryana is concerned, but as a national party we have every right to contest, and so we did. We went to the table for a discussion, and the discussions didn't pan out, so we contested on our own in both the places. We are very happy that Mehraj Malik from Doda Assembly in Jammu and Kashmir has won, and we've opened up our account in Jammu and Kashmir.
Unexpectedly.
We were expecting him to, the results are counting is still going on for his assembly. He's leading by 4,000 votes. We expect him to win. He's been working very hard in that constituency. He's been a very ardent, fan of Kejriwal, and he's been working very hard, doing a lot of work. So we're very happy that we've locked that one win in Jammu and Kashmir, and we're upset that Haryana has been retained by the BJP, because we would collectively have liked the BJP to lose Haryana. There was a high anti-incumbency, which the Congress has not been able to, they've not been able to take advantage of that, so to speak. So the results are, for us, it's a mixed bag. I'm very happy that we've opened up our account in JNK, and unhappy that the BJP was not beaten in Haryana.
The reasons and all we can go into later, but I was very surprised when 9:15 I saw that press conference of Pawan Khera when he 9:15 the voting is just started at 8 o'clock. At 9:15, sorry, the counting has just started at 8 o'clock. At 9:15 he says I'm going to send jalabis to the PM. I said that's it's like I was a little shocked.
Super confidence.
Shocked. I said like who, and he's supposed to be a very senior party guy, and I'm some of the negotiations with the Congress, like I know the way Congress has been negotiating with AAP, so I'm just wondering what's going to happen in Goa.
Sometimes even AAP makes it difficult for them.
No, not really was. It's the Congress,
see,
it's the Congress senior guys. Let me be very frank
in
with you.
2019,
and I'll tell you one thing. Yeah.
Our position in 2019 election, they contested 46, they got 0. In 2024 they contested 80.
But Savio, the point is not
listen, they only relied on the, they had that little bit hope because of Punjab they got and Delhi.
No.
So neighboring states.
No. That's not the point. The point is why should they care about you?
No, see.
No. My point is why should they care about you? They are a new party. Congress is an old party. Now the Congress had the vision to get together in Lok Sabha, right? Yeah. The Congress did not have the vision to get together in Haryana, right? So who is the loser?
No, fine, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, wait. I also Giriraj, sorry, but the point is, if this doesn't happen in Goa, that didn't happen last time. It'll happen this time also. You'll bring the BJP back to power again.
No, that's what the Congress and the party heads will
Yeah,
definitely
you
decide.
see, Rahul Gandhi possibly
Yeah.
has got vision, but I don't know about his other leaders. They should like. I will not say anyway. Giriraj, sorry. Yeah, congratulations first because unexpected the exit polls for Lok Sabha were against your exit polls here are complete opposite, complete opposite of what actually prediction of all. Like, this is without fail. Last time at least in the exit polls we had given the opposite thing which came right. Everybody, but this time there was no. It was every exit poll.
See, I think 3-4 things. I mean, there were no exit poll had shown us getting anywhere close to the majority mark. But yesterday, if you heard Mr. Naib Singh Saini, the Honorable Chief Minister of Haryana, he had repeatedly said that we are going to do much better than what.
That is a shocker.
And we were pretty confident. And I think one, of course, is the slogan that we have always used and been ridiculed by the India Alliance for their own lack of understanding of politics, which is the double engine sarkar. And the second one is the inherent strength of our organization, which in case of Congress or AAP has been lacking. Now, one of the aspects we have to also look at, I mean, Francis Bab can link it saying that, our politics was revolving around, non-Jat politics. But I think if you see the results, especially the central Haryana, where, we have, where it's a Jat dominated area, I think we have won some 17 seats out of 25.
36,
And
19 out of 36.
19 out of 36, which is much more than the Congress. So, all I'm trying to say is, ki our slogan of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas has been accepted by the people. And our mantra which we said, ki of course, I mean, the decision possibly to change the Chief Minister at the right time was a good one, which again was ridiculed by this. And the way AAP has been taking pot shots at Congress, I think this is something we have said during Lok Sabha.
AAP has not been taking pot shots at
No, but even at least now, what Francis Bab was saying, I think we have always said how fickle or how opportunistic the India Alliance has been. I mean, if you look at now, they can all go back and say that possibly if they had that alliance, they would have won. But in Delhi, see, they did not have an alliance in Punjab, but they had an alliance in Delhi for Lok Sabha. BJP won 7-0. So it is not that alliance alone would have changed anything. Possibly AAP wants to do what Congress is today reaping in Jammu and Kashmir. See, Congress's vote share is down to 11%. They were supposed to do well in Jammu. Omar Abdullah on record said that Congress should focus on Jammu rather than interfering in Jammu and Kashmir. And I think that is the state of Congress today. Today, have you seen the statement given by Priyanka Chaturvedi, the Congress ally of Shiv Sena in Maharashtra? She has said that wherever Congress fights directly with the BJP, they end up losing.
But that
and
is
that
something-
is where the alliance. So all I'm trying to say is, a lot more questions, existential questions are going to be asked. See, their whole plan, that farmer agitation, the wrestler
Right.
strike. See, even on the wrestler strike, I mean, if you see, they wanted to make it a UP versus Haryana issue, and win Haryana. Today, where is that issue being shown, or farmer issue? I think every issue that this opportunistic alliance of Congress or AAP, which was there for the Lok Sabha, I think has been exposed. Secondly, exit polls, whenever you see, showed heavy anti-incumbency against the government. Where is that anti-incumbency today? I think when you get 39.92% and 50 seats, again let me reiterate that this is the highest we have ever got. See, if after
more than last time.
yeah, so if after 10 years of being in government, you still better your tally, then there is a pro-incumbency. The leadership of Prime Minister has been accepted. Also,
anti-incumbency of theirs has been countered well by them, no doubt. By changing
I'll see. I will
the candidates.
see. I think some of the problem stems from the fact that Congress is more interested in what BJP has done rather than introspecting. See, they got 99 seats where in Lok Sabha, where BJP was 240, and they were still saying that they have won. So somebody who has not crossed 100 in last 3 elections, they are still more bothered about BJP not reaching the majority mark. And again, I mean, as I have said also, I mean, you have spoken about extensively about the Rahul factor in Haryana. Nobody spoke about the Rahul factor in J&K. Where is the Rahul factor now? Now nobody is talking about it. So, when they talk about the whole caste arithmetics, see, the leader like Kumari Shelja was sidelined. Why? Because Congress, the only message they had was pro Jat or whatever, or Huddas were outsourced the campaign. So we have not done that. We have taken everybody along. See, if you look at the BJP leadership, so all I am trying to say is the double engine image of the government,
So I
then
want to
Sabka
counter
Saath,
that.
Sabka Vikas, and main and the most critical one, the image of the Prime Minister, backed equally by the organization which is there on ground, which both Aam Aadmi Party and Congress lack.
I like to just quickly counter that. See, if you look at this double engine sarkar that my friend Giriraj is talking, that did not really exist in Haryana. I'll just give you 3 points. Point number 1 is that candidates locally, they stuck to talking about local issues. They were not talking about the Modi wave. And Khattar went out openly, Huda went out openly and said there is no Modi wave. Okay, the Congress also agreed that there is no Modi wave, and their local BJP candidates also were not doing it on this. Secondly, this you see clearly in the posters. If you see posters everywhere else in elections in India so far, Modi's photo is the biggest. It's like 80% of the creative is Modi and 20% is the candidate, right? But if you saw, this was not the case in Haryana. Look at all of their election posters. I have seen out of 90, I had seen at least 30 of the posters. Modi and Shah were there on the poster, but they were not prominent. The candidate was prominent. These are very key things to notice. And the third thing, if you see in the last 2 days, the amount of rallies and amount of things that Modi and Shah do usually in an election, this trend has now gone completely down. It started in Karnataka, where they were missing in the last 2 days that banging, Modi will come in the last 2 days, he will increase 2% vote share, and that will help them sail through. That has not happened in Haryana at all. So if they are touting the Modi wave or they are touting this double engine sarkar, the reason why they have won is because they have stayed away from it. The anger with the seriously, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
I'll let you finish. I'll make a very short counter.
I'm just saying that the anger with what my friend Giriraj is saying, the anger of this farmers agitation and all of these things is what drove the anti-incumbency. It what wanted, but that anger was towards Khattar and towards the central government. It wasn't towards the local leadership.
Fair enough.
And the local leadership stood up and they kept on with their message of देखो अगली इस बार भी जाट सरकार आएगी, तुम समझ लो. अगर आपको जाट नहीं लाना है, जाट को सरकार में नहीं लाना है, तो आप
because more than 36 seats are Jat dominated, right?
Yeah.
Out of that, 19 seats BJP
has won.
Yeah, so that means That means whether
See,
Giriraj
that's what-
agrees or no, there is a lot of
Glenn,
empty chart consolidation
Glenn, but
has happened.
I'll tell you one thing.
Whether you admit or not,
No,
it has happened.
see,
Empty chart consolidation has happened.
I'll tell you one thing.
Sir.
See, I mean, if their understanding of politics was so right, they wouldn't have ended up at 1.77% of the vote share. So let us first, also gauge who's giving this analysis. They have one ended up with 0 seats in Haryana. Secondly, I think Arvind Kejriwal's popularity, the way it has gone down, especially because he's out on bail in a corruption case, I think they can try and equate it with Prime Minister Modi. Prime Minister Modi has campaigned very, very heavily in Haryana. It has not been like he has stayed away. Secondly, I think Congress's focus on making it a Rahul Gandhi versus Modi fight was very evident from the statements they made, because Hooda was their leader around whom, and they have outsourced it to every satrap. If you see Madhya Pradesh, that is what they did. In Chhattisgarh, they did the same. But wherever we have contested state elections, I think we have done exceedingly well. We have a government in Orissa today. So please don't tell us that, AAP understands the local nuances better than we do, and not certainly with the 1.77 vote share.
Okay, fair enough. Viraj, yes, what is the scene now? And some now you have been hearing this very intellectual sort of a debate, so as to say. But I have one thing to say: whether Giriraj will admit it or not, anti-JAD consolidation has happened.
But then also explain
but
how
not
BJP
agreeing.
got But see, all I am trying to say is one.
You're
I
not
think
answering
it's
my
a
question.
classical AAP and Congress strategy to divide Indians between castes. But coming back to that question, then if you are saying ki Jats have consolidated against the BJP.
No, anti-JAD
and
consolidation.
see, again, I mean,
Anti-JAD consolidation for the
non-Jats have gone to the BJP. So then you are also saying ki Jats have gone to the Congress.
They were with the Congress.
See, if BJP was perceived as non-Jats, non-Jat politics, then how do you explain 19 seats in a Jat-dominated belt? See, that is my simple question. I mean, if they understand.
So I'll explain that.
No, I'll explain that once
Okay.
again. I'll explain that as far
I
as
can
Goa
give
is
you a very
concerned.
simple explanation.
No, that you give later, but I'm going to give it as far as Goa is concerned. Now, as far as most politicians are concerned, this is about, now Congress has got either two, how many seats? 2, 3 I think. Yeah, so you cannot. But as far as most MLAs are concerned, including BJP, and of all communities, they come and tell the Goans, Baba, we don't need your vote, we are winning on migrant vote. Now the migrant vote out of 20,000 is 5,000, right? So that is not possible for any person to win a election on that 4 to 5,000 votes. It needs the balance 15,000 votes. So why is it they tell you that? Because they want to break that majority vote, which is what happened. I feel I'm playing the devil's advocate, Giriraj, in this. Okay, yeah.
So, if you look at the voting percentages,
Yeah, and that's what voting percentages
Yeah,
are
exactly.
So,
which is like, I don't know
BJP
what to
has-
say, like.
BJP has 39.8
Huh.
and Congress has 39.5.
Yes.
So this will fluctuate a little plus minus, but they are like at
Around
39.
40 it will be, yeah.
So if both the parties get 39% vote share, why is one party getting 50 seats and why is the other party getting 35 seats?
You'll have to ask AAP that.
But since you are giving Goa example, in 2017, when Congress got more seats than BJP, our vote share was 2% higher. See, ultimately, if you want to use data to see ki abuse data and it will confess म्हणून. So I think let us not be so selective and convenient with data, because by that yardstick, last 3 elections, Congress has never bettered BJP's vote share in Goa. The whole talk that they do ki in 2017 the mandate for was us. The vote share of BJP was much higher.
That is a deal. We can get it.
So
I
that's what I'm
will
saying.
answer you
But
point by
Goa
point on
just-
that. I will answer
Yeah.
you point by point on that, because there is something known as North Goa and South Goa. There are some seats which have been won by like
So, but
10,000.
that is a similar.
I see, like,
but
for example,
Haryana is no different.
No, no.
Haryana is no
You
different.
will see it is.
The central Haryana is.
So you will
a
see
different
it is
case.
very close, very close. This we'll see. This will come out. We'll have this discussion again. I'm telling this is very close. No, for example, Walpoi Satari, 10,000 votes. That's how the percentage.
2017 Walpoi Satari was with the Congress.
Yeah. That's how that percentage.
No,
of the
so
Congress went up.
again, it doesn't add up.
No, it does.
Even
So,
independent
so
was
Congress,
BJP that
so
time.
take out Sattari and Puri and Wapoy and see where Congress stands.
No, no. Yeah, of
Congress would have possibly been 4% lesser than BJP.
yeah, exactly.
So Congress and BJP have both got around 39% vote share. Now the interesting thing here is JJP. So JJP had got 14.8% last time around. So this time they are lingering at around 1%. So there is a drop of around 14%. So where has this gone? So
Where has this
10%
gone?
has gone to Congress.
Congress.
But at the same time 3% has gone to the BJP. So this is something that is very important. So like what Congress was anticipating, that everything, all other parties' vote share would add to their thing and they would get through the majority mark, has not really happened. So BJP has also been able to increase their voting percentage, and probably that has resulted in the more number of seats that they've got, because some in all states some seats are won by huge margins, so that kind of
The
negates
percentage.
the percentage effect. But the main point here is BJP's vote share has gone up, and that's something which is very important, and probably that is the reason why they have been successful.
But the
here.
JJP vote share has been cannibalized by who more? BJP or Congress?
Congress, Congress's percentage has gone up by 11 and
Yeah,
BJP has gone up by around 3.
So that 3% has gone from JJP,
I
right?
think so.
Yeah. Okay. So the effect. What is the effect now? Why now there are, as far as I know, the official figures will come out. As far as 50% seats are concerned, winners and whatever are pretty close.
Yeah, when you analyze the margin
Margins. That's what I was talking about.
with
Are
the
very
smaller
close.
this thing, that time
Yeah.
you come to know where exactly
So-
the seats were lost.
Mm.
No, but that I think happens in all elections across
Yeah, yeah,
all states.
yeah,
So
yeah.
giving that reason is not justified. But
So why is the reason, sir, that the percentage
there
are
are,
so close? So the seat difference is like last time BJP was 40, no?
40.
40. This time it's gone up by 10. But the vote percentage of BJP and Congress are almost same.
That's exactly the election engineering, which, like I'm telling you,
Yeah, BJP is very good at that.
they have done an excellent job.
Excellent
They have
job.
outdone themselves in Haryana, and I
Yes.
give it to them. Their election engineering has gone very well over there,
Yes.
right? But the fact of their part of the election engineering, which, like when I brought out these 3 points, which I'll bring out again, he's going to our capability and our capability of analyzing things and all. You know, the fact of the matter is that they have played down the Modi and Shah factor. They have
Local
played
issues.
They have played on local issues. They have they have, in fact, the last 2 days, Modi's last minute rush of campaigning has
That
been.
he can never admit. So like,
Yeah,
I don't think
he's not admitting that, but that's the fact. They have done that well, and that is why they have won the election. Also,
I like to add a few more points before then, so you
let
can
me-
discuss them. Okay.
Let me
Yeah.
finish. See, what happens is, in Goa, for example, they win by a 30% vote share or a 35% vote share. 65% is against them, right? How they do it is that engineering. They kohe kotta no, te 60% tumi kohe, how do you spread it across? 60% mode on teka 20% kele, then 30% are kona hato jikone tolo. Right, that's the, it's not like the US electoral politics where you have to reach
You have to.
a margin. You have to keep on being at it till you reach a winning margin to win, right? So that, if that was the case, BJP would have never won. But that's not the case in India. We are a democracy, and I'm proud of the fact that we are an electoral democracy that follows this thing where
First past the post.
first past the post, right? So they do that well, and how they've done that over here is by playing down the central government. Is clearly this. And as far as alliances are concerned, alliances are made for opportunities. So calling an alliance opportunistic is like calling the kettle black, right? It's alliances are created for
that you're
opportunities.
defending. That is immaterial. That is not.
think the major reason here is Congress has lost the plot. Their usual enemies of complacency and lethargy has
I'll
cost
go back
them
to my
dearly. One is they should have gone with an alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party. It might have, that 2%
Thank God
might
Rajan is
be,
not there.
it might be too small, but I mean, why do you take chances when AAP was asking for some 5 seats, very less number compared to the 90 that are there in Haryana. That, so complacency resulted
See, asking for
in not giving tickets, not concentrating on ticket distribution, checking strengths and weaknesses of the candidates. They were just given to
Huda, 72 seats
So
went to
around
his
70
people,
seats
yeah.
were handled
72,
by
yeah.
Huda, and he
Yeah.
was so confident and arrogant that he ended up giving tickets to his supporters and well-wishers and so on, without actually checking the ground reality. So I think this is a major cause, and hats off to BJP. They are excellent at election
Okay,
engineering.
3 points I would
Yes,
like
yes,
to.
pardon.
Yeah, one second. 3 points. Yeah, you can discuss these points later when you this away. See, 3 points that I would like to, which I think possibly is the reason for this thing. But we have not revealed. 2 minutes more on Haryana. We'll go to JNK. One is consolidation, counter consolidation. One. Second is infighting. Now, Selija is a very senior, is a very senior person and a Dalit face of the Congress. Then third, lack of alliance. Now, there are, from what I see in many of these things, I've seen this in Goa also. Like, there are people entrenched in any party, where it be BJP, where it be Congress. But in the BJP, what happens? There's a very strong central leadership. There may not be such a strong leadership at the state, very strong, which overrules any of this. But in the Congress, it's not overruled. Like Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi are not that strong leadership. For example, if the central leadership wants an alliance, the local guys will say no, or they will say, why you need this? We can win on our own. Boss, I have spoken to people in Haryana Congress and they have said we don't need anybody. We will win. Yeah. So this, I think the opposition should realize that it cannot fight the BJP on its own.
No,
I'll give you a chance. Whatever you might say, it is not possible. Forget it. So if you think, if the opposition thinks it can fight the BJP on its own, guys, you all are in for the next 50 years of BJP.
No,
Yes, Savio.
What factors? No, what factors?
I apologize.
What factors
Thank God
that-
my good friend Trajan is not here. Otherwise, you would have called me once more RSS stooge.
He calls himself an activist nowadays.
What factors?
Let's not attack the man when he's not around yet.
I love him, man.
Yeah, please.
What factors resulted to not having an alliance? Of course, it is up for the party to sort of.
The point is, we
ponder
know,
on.
and he also knows because he was in Delhi. He would tell you.
No, there are other factors. Now, suppose
The factor was Congress thought that it could win on its own. That's only one factor.
sometimes
Comprehensively.
sometimes when you demand for seats which are actually for the bigger but means for winning, they have got already candidates there. It becomes difficult.
Ababa?
Yeah,
What?
winning candidates,
What is RG?
winning seats. Yeah.
No.
Secondly, wait. Now I'll leave that aside because that was the party's decision why the alliance has
always
not
the
happened.
party's decision.
But when we come to engineering, election engineering, one point Giriraj Bab has not clarified as such. When we talk about granting parole to Ram Rahim, see they have considered every aspect how votes should be.
Why
garnered
didn't you
for.
all?
No, giving parole to a criminal.
No, why
And-
didn't you all?
No, I'm talking about this particular.
No, but he's got some 2-3 lakh followers, not more than that.
Yeah, whatever it is, but they have tried the best of this thing, like not to see that every
Yeah, but that's election.
person can win.
I don't think that I think that's a positive, no, that any party needs to win, needs to do whatever it needs to win, because that's
Not like
Indian
this, no.
politics.
He is more of the time on parole than in jail. That is the thing.
Okay.
Man, there is a
Okay, I'm a little lost in this.
there is a शायरी in हिंदी कि उम्र भर गालिब यही गलती करता रहा, धूल आईने पे, धूल चेहरे पे थी, आईना साफ करता रहा म्हणून काँग्रेसीचे त्या झाला. सी एक म्हणजे राम रहीम्स, all these matters pertain to when Huda was the chief minister.
Yes.
The first time he was arrested was when BJP came to power.
Yes.
We received a lot of flak for it. There was a lot of riot situation in Haryana, but let me put it on record. He was arrested when BJP was in power. Savio can correct it, and he can also answer what Huda was doing.
It's a fact. So
whenever again, आणि दुसरे काँग्रेसीचे let us take it back to Goa example. See what
Which year now?
No, I'll come to that. See, I can understand for a change. Today I can understand the frustration of Francis Babu, because see, Congress has been found napping every time they are in a position. Like for example, in 2017, they could have finalized an alliance before BJP could.
Should have. Could have, should have.
But they were fighting over CM. In Haryana, the same thing they have done, because a Dalit leader like Kumari Shailja was sidelined. See, with Anil Vij also you had problems. BJP had problems, but he campaigned for the party, stood with the party. In 2022, in Goa elections, Congress did the same thing. See the arrogance of their Gundu Rao and others. So basically they start going into, I know there are people who were negotiating for cabinet berths. अरे इलेक्शन जावचो रिजल्ट जावचो हे कॅबिनेट बर्थाचेर फायट करूंक लागिल्ले. आय थिंक दॅट इज वेअर काँग्रेस हॅज लॉस्ट द प्लॉट की दे फील दे कॅन सी यू कॅन फूल सम पीपल सम टाइम बट यू कॅनॉट फूल ऑल द पीपल ऑल द टाइम. द रिझल्ट इन लोकसभा दे हॅव समहाव गॉन इन टू अ मोड की दे हॅव वन इट दे हॅव नॉट. अँड आय एम टेलिंग यू हरियाणा इज जस्ट द स्टार्ट. नेक्स्ट विल बी झारखंड अँड देन द बिगेस्ट सरप्राईज ऑफ ऑल विल बी महाराष्ट्र वेअर बीजेपी विल फॉर्म द गव्हर्नमेंट अगेन.
No, but at least in Goa, at least BJP has helped us because all the rot that was there, they have taken it from.
See,
from
again,
us.
I mean,
So,
if no, परत जाता. Every time you refer to something that Congress has done from 2005 to 2012, they say कि ते आज काय 22 तिकीट कोणी दिल्ली. If you are specifically talking about those 8 people, why if they it was a rot in 2022, so why did you give tickets to such a rot?
No.
Why did you give them the ticket?
Allegation was.
Why did you give the ticket?
Allegations were from you all. That some.
So now you are making the allegation.
No,
just because they are not with them.
35,000 crores.
Every time the 2007 to 2012 was government, you blame everything on the number. If he was so much to be blamed, why did you give him the ticket?
Allegation. No. We had never this. Your allegations from your side.
And now you are making the allegation, Mare.
See,
why did you give him the ticket?
No.
So you are saying he's clean, no?
No. When
So
you
what is your? So now let us take example of Sri Digambar Kamal. What is your opinion? Clean or not clean?
So you should.
No, I will give you my opinion. What is your opinion?
So in other
and if it is not clear, why did you give him the
in
ticket?
other words, you all were just fooling the people that there is
No. Fooling the now what? Why are you blaming? We have taken the rot.
No.
Why did you take MLCs and MLAs in Telangana? If you are so righteous, what have you done in Telangana?
See.
No, have you taken MLAs and MLCs in Telangana or no?
Exactly, but
No, have you taken from BRS?
No, but here in
Did
your
you
party,
fight the election
in your party,
against BRS?
in your party,
I am giving you a specific question.
I'm giving you 2 more minutes to argue.
I am asking a very specific question.
The topic came on.
Yeah, so I give you the
exactly. So
tell me why Congress is arrested.
Now when a person aligns,
you'll have to finish.
When a criminal aligns with BJP, he becomes clean. That is what I am trying to say. And that is how they are using Ram Rahim.
Congress did not arrest him.
Yeah.
Why?
Now you have arrested him. You are giving him
Why
parole.
Congress did arrest
You are
him?
granting parole.
Why could your Hooda could not arrest him?
Yeah, so BJP has arrested.
If MLAs coming to BJP is wrong, Zalar, why is Congress taking MLAs and MLCs in Telangana?
No.
Can you please stick to Telangana?
Of course,
can you stick to Telangana?
Even if Congress takes somebody, we will not take who are tainted. That is for sure.
Okay. Anyway, your 2 minutes is up. Please.
They have gone.
Okay. Your 2 minutes is up. Sorry. I get your 2 minutes to sit and argue on what I really couldn't figure out what this argument was. Anyway, but the point is this Francis and Veera, this is for you all now. Let's keep them out for 2 minutes.
So you are keeping the national party out for
Yeah, but see the point.
They are also national party. Hello. Certificate
See, my point is this: whether there are lots of things that we need to consolidate, which will Viraj will be able to do it a little later. But again, I say this consolidation, counter consolidation, infighting, and lack of alliance has affected the Congress. Now, I don't want Congress or BJP to answer.
It definitely has.
But this I want the non-Congress.
So it definitely has. I'll give you a quick example.
Yeah.
One very small example.
Yeah.
So the Dalit leader that you said from the Congress, Kumari Shailja and Hooda, right? 4 or 5 days before the election, Rahul Gandhi does a show of unity where he takes both their hands and he joins it. You know, this was done 4 days before the election. Now, if the Congress party, just forget about the alliance with Aam Aadmi Party, if the Congress party would have done that show of hands, you know, a meeting of these two leaders with Rahul Gandhi sitting and having a meal together or anything, just a show of unity 2 months in advance, there would have been a difference, marked difference in this. Because when you're fighting in any election, like, you know, now I have been part of, not too many, not like the rest of them who have been part of like decades of election engineering, but few elections that I have been part of in the last 10 years, the team has to be very kick-ass. In Karnataka, the Congress won, and the learning from that was DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, they buried the hatchet and they came to the table and said, boss, we will fight together. That's the thing that needed to be done in Haryana. So what you are saying is very, very true. If these two leaders were brought together, that would have been one thing. And like that, there are many other aspects that the Congress should have done in Haryana. They should have got people together and they should have said, we have got, this is our team, we are going to fight the elections together, which they did not do. So the Congress, like, you know, forget about the alliance. You know, me complaining about the Congress and saying that they did not form the alliance and they were in charge of forming the alliance. Let's leave that aside. But what they did after the alliance was not formed also was lack of getting a team together and getting a united front to fight the election is completely what is.
Can I ask him only one question? Since he focuses so much on alliance, they had alliance for,
forget about the alliance.
No. Since they would love to believe that Congress, if they had an alliance with AAP, results would have been different. I think after India alliance, what is it that has brought AAP, since they claim to be a national party, because of some certificate, they are down to 3 seats in the Lok Sabha. And with the grand India alliance, why they could not win even 1 seat in Delhi? They are down to just 3 seats. So I think this overhype saying that if we were part is one, taking self-importance, and secondly, I think that is not how coalitions work. See, BJP has fought on its own in most of the states and won, be it Orissa, be it Chhattisgarh. So I think this is trying to oversimplify a largely complex phenomenon called as elections.
See, I'll tell you what. I'll quickly respond to that. I'll quickly see the
but
BJP.
Actually, I wanted to keep
Giraj Bab. No, I'll just respond to him. Then you can move to Giraj Bab. This politics of alliance, has been formulated in India and built up from the scratch by the BJP.
Yes.
Y'all started off with 0 MLAs, 0 MPs, 0.
I'm not saying coalition is bad.
He is not saying coalition.
I'm not saying coalition is bad either. I'm just saying the alliance building, they have failed as much as possible, and then now when the NDA and Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee came to power, that was they had by then they had got the alliance game right. We are Aam Aadmi Party are 10 years old. Okay. So if we falter in alliance making, and we say that we faltered in alliance making, it was part our responsibility and part bigger Congress responsibility, but we faltered. There is nothing wrong in that. We are openly saying it.
Okay, fair enough. So my point is not that actually, that is an internal issue of the
and also there is a criteria to be announced as a national party. We have fulfilled that criteria, and that's why we've been announced as a national party. There's nothing about.
Viraj, what do you feel? What could be the reasons? What could be the reason? Because this is a lesson for us. Because this again and again. Election engineering is of course very important, and the BJP has a brilliant machinery. More important, I strongly believe that leadership counts. Strong leadership. Like for example, if Prime Minister Modi or Amit Shah says, now Francis is the General Secretary of Goa, if he tells Francis, I want this done. I want Viraj Kamath to be given the Veli seat. Which local including Francis will say no. Now that is the problem. That strong leadership is not in the Congress. Now let's not bring out the opposition, what is happening and what's not happening. That's not, we are not discussing Goa. But is that one of the reasons? Now see, Francis is absolutely right. They have modified their the campaigning. Like the central guys don't go so much like earlier. They go less in certain places. In certain places they still bang. So that is something that AAP has to learn first, because AAP cannot rely on Kejriwal all the time. Kejriwal is not going to win you Goa. That you let him camp here for 45 days or 6 months. He's not going to win. Local guys. Local strategy that has to be realized. Now Congress with this the arrogance of the leader of opposition. I'm on camera live. I'm saying arrogance of the leader of opposition, the president of the Congress is not going to win Goa. This we can tell you 2 years in advance. I am telling you on record.
No.
It's not going to win.
How you can say arrogance?
I am saying it. How I can say I have a mouth here. I'm saying it.
Possibly
I don't know. I'm not agreeing. But the point is the leadership is important, not your local leadership. The strong leadership, alliances, because the vote breakage and conciliation, which they got perfectly in Karnataka and for the Lok Sabha. That and in Maharashtra, I disagree with Giriraj Babu. We will discuss because Maharashtra will be covering from next month.
Party president
See,
are doing that definitely.
Maharashtra, why? Because the leadership in Maharashtra is Sharad Pawar.
In spite of
not
having just
Patole.
3 MLAs, still both of them are doing their job.
Brilliant job, yeah, we can see that.
No, whatever it is.
Of course, brilliant job.
We have shown in the south. In the south we have shown.
I agree with you.
In the south we have shown.
Brilliant they're doing.
How
I'm agreeing. Still I'm agreeing with you. Brilliant they're doing. Absolutely. Yeah.
I think
you agree with these points? What I'm saying?
Yeah,
Strong
absolutely.
leadership.
Absolutely. So there is no doubt, it has been proven time and again that central leadership of the Congress is comparatively weaker to the BJP. So like putting the foot down and getting
You
things done
only
is
spoke about Selija and
so that is where they are lacking. Also what I feel is this is the third time it is happening. It happened with Chhattisgarh where they were supposed to win but they lost. Even Rajasthan to some extent. Of course every time the government changes, but the very fact that they knew that it changes, they should have put in more effort, and they had some things going for them, but it did not materialize. So this is the third time it's happening, so it's high time that they learn from this. And
We have 10 minutes.
yeah,
Continue with Jammu and Kashmir.
Yeah,
once you
just-
finish this. No, once you finish, you
Okay.
only continue with JNK.
So,
It's like Pagoda JNK.
so it is high time Congress learns from its mistakes. Major mistake here was complacency, but I also see a silver lining for the Congress. I think this is a blessing in disguise for them losing the Haryana election, because bigger states Maharashtra and Bihar are up for election very soon, and I think this Jharkhand is comparatively smaller, and there is alliance partner
JMM,
who is like a major partner. So they should learn from their mistakes, finalize seat sharing in Maharashtra, keep their ego aside. They won 14-15 seats that they won because of Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray, and not because of Congress to a very large extent. So they have to realize that, cede some ground to the allies, finalize the seats, and don't be complacent. So don't take your chances. Like alliance with AAP, they should have just given 5 seats. How would it matter?
Sorry, I want you to continue, but I'm
Yeah.
just interjecting. See, now I'm sure Giriraj will disagree with me completely on this point, but I'm saying I strongly believe. See, we have been watching Rahul Gandhi over the years. We've been watching him over the years. He's been a present, non-present leader. All that, everything has been spoken, even in this particular studio. But since the LOP, since the Lok Sabha elections, he has been doing a good job. This is what I feel. He has been doing a very good job. And if Priyanka comes little more into the Congress, can be a very strong opportunity. I don't know if they can beat the BJP, but it can be a very strong opportunity. However, the issue is not with Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi wants these alliances. It is the local leadership, entrenched local leadership, who should be retired, and good, young, honest people who are actually, see, even in Goa, wherever, the cadre is there. The local cadre is there. They are not being given importance. So much of issues of the leadership. Now this gets overridden and glossed over in a strong party like the BJP. Why? Because of central leadership. Here Rahul Gandhi is doing a good job, but once he says word, or at least I don't know whatever you're talking, but once he gives a word, it's never being implemented on the ground. This is what I can see. I may be wrong, as I said, and I know that Giriraj will not agree with me about Rahul Gandhi, but this is what I feel. He is matured, but he should be able to ensure that what his vision is implemented. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Sorry.
No, absolutely. So just give me 2 minutes with Haryana. So look at the BJP. So they were in power for 10 years. there was anti-incumbency, whether they like it or not, there was anti-incumbency, but they've managed to curtail it by changing the chief minister. And this is not the first time. They've done it twice in Gujarat, once in Uttarakhand.
But it's only
and
possible because of the strong center.
why is it possible? Because of strong central leadership. Congress doesn't dare to touch a opposition leader.
Even sitting MLAs were changed.
Yeah.
Like 70
So
of them.
anyways, I see a silver lining. They should learn from their mistakes and not repeat these mistakes in Maharashtra and Bihar. Coming to Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir has gone the way it was being predicted. National Conference and Congress alliance have crossed
Not
majority.
divided. It was supposed to be a close fight. It's a
No, but not.
yeah.
So they have been able to cross the majority mark of 45 seats, and there are some prominent winners and losers. So I'll just come to that. Omar Abdullah, National Conference chief, is leading. Iltaja Mufti, daughter of former Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti, has lost from their family bastion of Bijbehra. Ravinder Raina, the BJP Jammu and Kashmir chief, is trailing, whereas Congress Jammu and Kashmir chief Tariq Hamid Kara is currently leading. As far as vote share is concerned, BJP has got around 25%, Congress has got around 12%, and National Conference has got around 24% vote share.
Viraj, one thing I just wanted to, I don't know if we have the figures. Now Jammu has got 43 seats and Kashmir has got 47 seats.
Yeah.
Now what is the BJP leading in how many seats in Jammu?
So they were, last I checked, they were leading in around 20.
They won all the seats. In
Yeah, 26 plus minus they were leading out of those 43.
They had 127, two where they were leading.
No. So he's talking about Jammu.
Jammu.
So out of 43, they were leading in around 25, 26.
So basically BJP has
Captured Jammu. So it is on expected lines. Basically.
yeah,
See, but Glenn, I mean, I'll just interject here, and this is not
On Jammu or
on Jammu or even Kashmir for that matter. See, you have seen that a lot of development work has been undertaken. I mean, whoever visits Kashmir, the security situation, the way the lives have normalized, but still there are inherent and very deep problems. Like for example, there is no doubt that Hezbollah is a terror organization, I think world over. But if you saw the kind of protest that happened there for Nasrallah's death, or the protest when Burhan when he was killed, so I think there are problems where they are still not able to, possibly, or it requires a few more years where the education can possibly change and awareness can about because I can tell you 90% of the people who are protesting for Nasrallah, they don't even know where Lebanon is. Possibly they don't even know where Lebanon is. But what happens is sometimes the parties like National Conference, the kind of deep-rooted hatred they have created in the minds of people. But I think this election result, I mean, especially what is encouraging is, of course, I mean, I'm not going to be selective, even though National Conference and Congress had an alliance. It is very heartening to see that BJP has the highest vote share, but of course that's also because National Conference got lesser because Congress was in an alliance. But one, I think, moot point, which I think National Conference also will realize, is that performance may have improved had they gone alone instead of taking the baggage of INC along. Because that 11% vote share for 6 seats, it doesn't add up. See, this is what Omar Abdullah said on record. I am not.
It's politics.
Or even Priyanka Chaturvedi of Shiv Sena, she has said this. I am not saying this. So all I am trying to say is,
now
Jammu and Kashmir has every reason for BJP to be happy about, especially with the kind of vote share. And I am sure within the next one cycle, possibly we'll be in a position where we can stake the Chief Minister's scale.
we will be now in Jammu and Kashmir. Will BJP make Jammu and Kashmir back a state?
Oh, that
As it was promised.
370 is not going anywhere. But statehood, we are committed. We have already told the Supreme Court. But the situation has to normalize. Not while there are Hezbollah is being celebrated.
So
I'm not discussing that. Wait. Election. We stick to the point.
Yeah, so that
You may love Hezbollah, we don't.
it was
No, I don't
part
think
of their
anybody
promise.
loves Hezbollah.
Nobody loves, exactly.
That is
No, it
the
was
point.
part of their promise.
Yeah, yeah.
So now
No, I
because they have
almost
not
out of time,
won,
so tell me.
now because BJP has not won, would they hold on now with the LT there instead of giving the
See,
state
before the
status?
Supreme Court, the central government has repeatedly said that we will keep reviewing the security scenario, and whenever we believe that it can go back into a full
Basically,
set, but I don't think
what
the
that
national
What that
conference.
translates to is when we win
then we will
majority
give.
in Jammu and Kashmir,
Then we will give.
I think
You are free to.
Exactly.
See, I am responsible for what I say, not for what they understand.
Absolutely, fair enough. Okay, Viraj, any last words? We are almost out of time. Any lessons for the BJP, for AAP? See, whatever the BJP is at its top of its game, Giriraj. Whether you like it or not, everybody is going to pull your toes. Whether it is Congress, whether it is AAP, whether it is now, you have to learn. You all are no longer in opposition. You all are at there. So the point is like, Viraj, I wanted to know what you feel. Like for example, AAP needs. See, I know that we are talking about strong leadership and all, but the time Kejriwal needs to start concentrating on building up structures in various states. One, I after identify where it can do well. So does Congress, because there is no infrastructure as such. So you feel
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
a completely neutral party, not belonging to any party.
I think Aam Aadmi Party's next hurdle is Delhi election. Till that time, they have to focus on Delhi, and then once that result is out, they can come up with their strategy for the next 5 to 10 years. As far as today's results are concerned, I'm very happy that both the states have voted decisively, and the governments in both states will be formed with absolute majority. So that's a good thing. No more Khichdi
they're-
Sarkars.
They're coming to okay 45.
As far as the
Nothing. Sorry.
as far as the BJP is concerned, I think it's a good result for them. This will definitely help them in Maharashtra, where they can curtail attrition of leaders, because Maharashtra, it is anticipated that the MVA, the opposition, is currently leading as far as the ground feedback is concerned. Also for the Congress, it's a blessing in disguise. Like I've said, hopefully they'll learn from their mistakes. Maharashtra, Bihar, major states are coming up for election, and more importantly, both states have very strong coalitions on both the sides. So coalition management will play a key role. Seats sharing and candidate selection will also play a very important role.
Yeah, thanks Viraj. Now this has been an interesting discussion, as in only one for me, as far as only one point is concerned, that the exit polls have been completely wrong once again. Beyond that, it's on expected lines, and I think this is something that Francis and me were discussing some 3-4 days back about Haryana, but then I don't know, we were not involved in that. We don't know.
No, but when we were discussing this, I told you
Yeah,
4 days
exactly,
back that
yeah.
there is a
It's not
big
as
chance
easy
that the
as it
BJP is going to surge ahead in the last few days, and that was seen on the ground. When you roam around in Gurgaon, you get a very, very close feel, because
Yeah,
Gurgaon, everyone's talking politics.
Yeah.
From the panwala to the auto wala to the, to your chaat wala, everybody's talking politics, and the sense is got on the ground that
Yes.
they're losing faith in the fact that the Congress will win. So that was evidently clear.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Giriraj Bab. Thanks, I'm still waiting for your pedals. Thanks, Savio. Thanks, Francis, and thanks, Viraj. Thank you. This has been our analysis and discussion on the elections in Haryana and in JNK. Thank you, and keep watching GOA365.